Good to have you joining me for a quick 10-minute Pilates routine. These are the moves that I do whenever I'm like, oh, I feel like I just need to do a quick workout. These are the ones I always come back to because they're effective and they feel really nice in your body. So we're going to start on your knees. You can start standing if you don't like being on your knees, and then we're going to lay down. So we're just going to take a stretch to start with. Let's just take one arm, reach it up and over like a nice little side bend. The hand beside you just slides down your thighs, your shoulders dropping away from your ear, and then just bring the arm back. And then just go around the other side. So take a nice little bend over to the side and back. Try not to tip all your weight into one side. I try and just move from here up. So, and I also like to breathe in when you go over and exhale back. Good, and again. Nice deep breath in and big sweep of the arm back. Good, and again, nice big breath and back. Good, and then just pop your hands on your shoulders, and I'm going to think of drawing my belly button into my spine so that I'm nice and steady, so I can take a little twist back, keep my hips fairly square. So I'm just going to do a little twist, twist, back, twist, twist, back. So nice wringing out of the torso. Don't worry if it doesn't feel like you go very far. It's only a small move. But you peek behind you as well. You let your head and neck be part of the twist for your spine. Good. With breathing, I usually go breathe out, out, in. Last one. And then just bring the arms back and down. And then we're just going to cross the arms here, bring them up and over. Big breath in, and then exhale as the arms come back and down. And again, inhale, keep the shoulders down, and back. And again, nice deep breath. And back and down. Good. And then we're just going to take a lie down on your back. So on the carpet's fine, or if you've got a mat, take a lie down. So I'm going to put my feet hip distance apart and on the ground and my knees bent, and I'm just going to pop my hands on my hip bones. Now we're just going to rock the pelvis forward and back, so I'm going to press my lower back into the ground and then tip my tailbone away from me. So it's just like a little forward and back motion, like a little rock of your pelvis. This is nice warming up the back, and then we're going to continue with this movement up into a full bridge. So that just means you press your lower back into the ground, and then you stand up on your feet and lift the hips up. You don't have to push up super high, just so that you've got a straight line from your shoulder to your knee, and then you lengthen your spine as you roll down. So you think of laying your bones down back onto the mat. And then again, you start by tipping the pelvis, and then you lift up the hips. Okay, hold it there, open up your shoulders, and then roll back down. Good, and again, tuck the pelvis, lifting up, push down with your feet to help your hips lift up. And then soften your spine as you melt back down, bone by bone. Good. Doesn't have to be fast. We're moving through the spine. We're finding that control, a dropping down of the tummy to activate through the core. You're squeezing your glutes. You've got your legs and your knees aligned. They're not going out to the side of you. Good. And then again, we lift up, and we're going to hold it at the top on this one. So just hold it there. So all we're going to do is just drop the hips a little bit and then lift them back up. So we just do a little drop and lift. And when I lift up, I squeeze my tush. So you should feel the back of the body working, your hamstrings and your glutes. And we do a few like this. How about we do 5 more? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, and then you just roll all the way back and down. That's it. And then just try and relax now, let your body melt into the ground. You could keep your hands on your hips or beside you. Sometimes I put my hands on my hips because what I'm thinking of is keeping my hip bones level from one hip bone to the other, and I'm trying to keep that nice and steady as I lift up one leg into what we call tabletop, and then pop it down, and then I'm going to lift the other leg and down and up and down and up and down. Then I'll lift one leg up, and I feel like my belly button drops down towards my spine, so I'm stable there, and I can float the other leg up, and then I'm just going to go down, down. So it's up, tummy's in, up, down, down, and again, up, tummy in, up, down. Try not to hold your breath. Up, up. If this feels a little bit too much for your back at the moment, you can always go back to the single leg, where you're just lifting up one leg at a time. And then this is a nice way to progress gently, where there's a bigger load on your core muscles. So make sure you draw the belly button down, and if your back hurts, go to the single leg. Down, down. We'll do one more set of these. Good. And then just relax everything. Okay, and then you're going to interlace your hands, pop them behind the back of your head, elbows up off the floor a tiny bit, and we're just going to take a little chest lift up. So you just lift up your head, neck and chest, and then back and down. And again, just take a little lift and back. So I keep a little space between the chin and the chest. I'm not trying to jam my head forward. I just think of the ribs slipping down towards the hips. And when you lift up, that's when I breathe out. It really does help to get the breathing to help you with your moves. So it's just a little lift and back. And then we're going to take a little lift up, and you hold it there. And then we slide one leg away from you and slide it back, and then slide the other leg away and bring it back. So as I'm sliding the legs, I can glance down at my hip bones, and I'm trying to keep that line, keeping it nice and steady. If you want to put your head down, still just doing the legs still works your pelvic floor and core muscles. That's it. And then we've just got one more. That's it. And then you take a little lie down. Unhook your hands, put them down beside you. Walk your knees together, your feet together, and open up your shoulders. And then we're just going to take the knees to one side and then bring them back, and go over the other way and bring them back. That's it. So keep your shoulders nice and heavy. Move smoothly through these exercises, and use your side waist to draw the legs back. That's the way. Now, this is the one to come back to, but if you want to progress one more little step, you lift up the legs to tabletop and you still keep them glued together, and we just do that same move but with the legs up here. So you can always go back to popping your feet on the ground. And let's add a little neck stretch too. So knees go over one way and you look the opposite, and then everything comes back, and then over and back and over and back, over and back. That's it. Good, and then just pop one foot down and then the other. Then take your right knee, just hug it in towards your body. Slide your left leg away from you. And you do take that right knee and slide it across your body for a nice little twist. So you just draw the leg over So maybe the knee or the shin or the foot comes close to the ground. Doesn't matter if it doesn't touch the ground. And you just look the opposite way. You can always look up to the ceiling if that feels nicer on your neck. And we just take a couple of nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. And again, lengthen out your breath. Just one more. Good, and then just bring that knee and that leg back. Find yourself on your back again. Slide that leg away from you. And then hug your left knee in towards you. Nice and tight. And then we hold onto that left knee, take it across your body, and you peep over the other way. Your left hand, don't let it go too high. And then it's just some nice deep breaths. So just in and out through your nose and trying to just let the hips go. It's really just soften into the hips. Look up to the ceiling. Just put your head in a place that feels good for your neck. Enjoy another long deep breath in, slow, and then slowly out. One more. And then very slowly just roll your body back onto your back and your feet are flat on the ground. And we're just going to roll over again to help yourself to sit up. And that's us all done. Good job.